welcome back, everyone.
We are still playing Skies of Arcadia. I'm Zach.
And you already know who I am. So
new viewers, man.
They're not starting on this episode.
New viewers.
They are not starting on this episode.
Hey, baby.
So I know we were supposed to sleep until the morning, right?
I don't remember. It's been several weeks since we last played Skies.
Well, we were supposed to
something with the Coliseum,
sneak
right?
into the Coliseum.
Yeah, with the kid who we were 100% ready
to kill him,
just murk. I mean,
so I'm guessing we gotta sleep.
Come on, we're 60 seconds into the video. Yeah.
I guess I can't sleep.
Maybe it's already musty.
Maybe it's already happened. Yeah. So I guess we just got to go to the Coliseum. So a little bit of good news, bad news.
For the fan of Skies of Arcadia, it's bad news.
If anybody's fans of this game, which
we do have a comment on one of the videos.
If you're not a fan of this game, I get it. I completely get it, but we're thinking that this is going to be our last episode for a little while.
Just of Skies, not in general.
Oh yeah, fair. Oh, the latter.
Well, to me, this game has all of my see, I don't play a lot of turn-based games. Like I'm not a big fan of the Pokemon games. I don't play a lot of turn-based. And this game,
gosh, I can't see anything.
Definitely has like the things that I dislike about turn-based games. This game has in abundance, which is combat slow. You really don't have much control over combat.
I remember where I was supposed to go.
And because this is a JRPG, it really likes its narrative and its complicated narrative. So it feels like it's taking us a really long time to get into the meat and potatoes. But
and I looked at the IGN review of this game, and like if you just rush through the main story, it's like 45 hours long. I mean, we're not even close to. We're not even close to the end of just disc 1.
Right.
Nowhere close. So we're just going to take a break after this episode for a while. We might come back to it one day.
Move on to something else.
If anybody comments enough that they want us to get back to the game.
Right.
But for now, this is going to be the last one.
Because for me, like my favorite turn-based game of all time is still the Mario and Luigi Superstar Sega on the Game Boy.
Where's my magic?
Pyre's everything, right?
She can attack that one, and he can attack this.
Whatever other one is there.
If it'll go for the same one.
But I love Superstar Sega because you have full control over Mario and Luigi during combat.
Yeah.
Combat is fast. And you can legitimately not take any damage the entire game.
The combat of Mario and Luigi Superstar it's the same as Paper Mario, except it came out before Paper Mario.
Well, it's a little bit better than Paper Mario because, like Paper Mario, you have the timing and everything, but you still get hit. It's just whether you take 1 damage or 5, kind of.
Yeah, Super Mario Bros. All Stars, you can avoid damage altogether and even parry.
Yeah, and counter and jump on people and all that. So it's just a better, and it's fast. Like you're in combat, you do the battle, you get out of combat super fast.
Yeah.
I love it. It's a really great game. I actually replayed it when it came to Switch Online recently. If you haven't played it, I recommend you give it a shot if you've got a Switch with an SO account.
We might have to do it on the channel one day.
Yeah, I'd be down. I've never played Bowser's Inside Story, which I believe is the sequel to it. But yeah, it's a great game. It's a lot of fun. I am currently playing through
Miss. Magic?
What is happening?
These things look weird. They look like those like slime monsters in DS1 that fall from the ceiling.
Yes. Speaking of DS1, I have been playing Elden Ring again because apparently there's DLC coming, and so
come on,
I'm playing through again because that's what you do.
I still need to get back into that game. I stopped when I got to the top of Altus Plateau, and I just haven't gotten back into it. So when you get to the top of Altus Plateau, it's like a whole different game.
Right.
In my opinion. I think the enemies get a lot harder.
And just don't go to Caelid. Caelid's a bad idea.
Well, yeah, the normal enemies in Caelid are really hard, but I already beat
Radon. Great boss fight.
Yeah, honestly, that's not the hardest boss. That's not the boss fight that has given me the most trouble. Mm-hmm. I know it's going to be weird to say, but I really do think the boss fight that gave me the most trouble was one I had you come help me with, the
Soldier of Godric.
The Spirit Guardian.
The Ancestral Guardian?
The moose-looking one?
Yeah, that's the optional one, yeah.
I honestly think that one gave me the most trouble. Like, it's not that hard. Like, its moves are easy to avoid, and it's easy to deal a lot of damage, but then it runs away from you and heals all of its life back. Mm-hmm. And so you can't make any progress against it. That's why I struggled so much.
So there is a optional boss that you can fight. I'm trying to remember what its name was. I fought him way too early.
Quicka. I like the looks of these.
Yeah.
Whoa. What?
Well, the art style of this game has really been like one of my favorite parts of it. The ship design, the character models, the enemies. It's all been really, really, really neat.
Okay, they must have buffed attack.
Yeah, attack or speed or something.
Definitely not defense.
Critical.
It's not that bad. Maybe it was quickness. Because if they buffed attack and got a crit like that, and it didn't deal hardly any damage at all, it must have been quickness.
Right. Though, to be fair, these are just normal enemies. Krillhound.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
What was I saying? There was a boss, though. It's the boss that you ride the coffin to get to him.
I have no idea.
You haven't. I don't think you would have gotten to this point. Those of you who've done it know it. And if you beat him, you get the flail that does like the stars, the cloud of stars, and all that. But as soon as you step into the boss room, he freaking like Spartan lasers you from the other side of the map immediately, or almost immediately. So like the first time I went in there, I'm flasking and putting up my doing my buffs and all right after I've entered the fog wall. And while I'm in that animation, just get blasted by the beam. And unfortunately, because of where it's at, I had a ton of runes on me, and runes I did not want to abandon. So I just,
stuck with it,
bashing my head against a concrete wall, fought the guy, but I was way under-leveled, way under-equipped. I had like the wrong damage. The only good weapons I had that were leveled were a damage type he was somewhat resistant to. So,
that's a lot of weird-looking bugs. Wait, how do I have I just used 2 MP. How do I have 4 out of 5?
I don't know. Did you level up? I wasn't paying enough
attention. I don't
attention.
think so. I know she did.
Mind Stealer.
Basilisk. Mind Stealer.
Is that a basilisk? Well, it's a basilisk.
It's basilisk. I'll do the other basilisk.
I would say.
See, that's what I wish he would do that more. Like, I deliberately target enemies that are far away from him so that he can do that ranged attack.
Is that just a dude with a Mind Stealer on him?
I don't know.
That's not a creature. That's just a guy.
That green one?
Yeah.
Right there? That's messed up.
That is really
That's dark.
And he's got a lot of health. That's the, we just, my wife and I, we just watched, we've got one more episode left.
Ugh, I don't like it.
It's a head crab.
I don't like it.
We were watching through. I love watching him slowly walk towards our heroes.
All right, boom, 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 boom.
But my wife and I are watching through Doctor Who because she had never seen it. I've been a Whovian for a long time. But we've almost finished David Tennant's final season, so we just watched the episode with Donna and the
I don't like Donna.
Like time stealing thing that was on her back, and that's what that reminded me of that.
I have seen only new Who. I haven't watched old Who. Mm-hmm. I think that's Chest. Okay, cool.
Nice.
I've only seen new Who, and I've only seen up until I watched a Pirate Box. Huh?
I don't know.
I've only seen the first episode of Peter Capaldi, and then I never watched any more after that.
Yeah, old Who.
It's just hard going from Tennant and Smith to Peter Capaldi, and you're like, who's this guy? Like, it's always a weird adjustment going to a new doctor anyway.
Right.
And I just don't think Peter Capaldi had the, going from Christopher Eccleston to David Tennant was a very easy transition because David Tennant's amazing.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah, Tennant really made the role his own.
Going from Tennant to Smith was also pretty easy because Smith is very charismatic dude.
And the show had crazy popularity and budget because of Tennant.
But then Peter Capaldi is just so different. I don't know.
So I've
heard he's really good, but you just got to give him time.
I've got a different take on that so I was really excited for Peter Capaldi because I love the actor, and I thought he would really do well in the role because the Doctor's always had that dynamic of like this kind of adventuresome free spirit, but also this crippling memories and responsibility and all that. Which was something Matt Smith was very good at, like flipping between those. Tennant was very dramatic, a depressed, sad boy, spends a lot of time looking into the middle distance, looking sad, and I loved him for it. He's my favorite Doctor. Whereas Matt Smith was really good at flipping the switch, right, between being that boyish, kind of youthful charm versus being the oncoming storm. So I was excited for Capaldi because I expected him to be more like the original Doctors, where he was kind of a gruff, grumpy old man.
How do I go to my inventory?
Don't know.
Does it start?
Nope.
No, start doesn't do that.
But
you can do first person mode?
But in my opinion, the Doctor is great, but he is made much better by his companions. The pawns for Matt Smith really set Matt Smith's whole series leaps and bounds above the other Doctors.
Do you go to... Oops, I'm hitting the wrong button. But how do you go to...
There's not a whole lot of buttons on there.
I know. What am I doing wrong?
You'd think they use the D-pad for something, but nope, it's just more movement.
Start doesn't do anything. Y just does first person view. B doesn't do anything. A doesn't do anything. X pulls up this menu. Do you have to just...
What are you trying to find?
Oh, I have to just click on a person. That's
gotcha.
Why. Where's Curia?
Restores 5.
Oh, that's what I wanted.
But the companions make the Doctor. They really do. And Matt Smith had incredible companions with Rory and Amy.
Yeah.
Tennant had some good ones.
And Claire. Claire was good too.
Yeah, Claire was good. Tennant had some good ones. He had... Martha was fine. Donna was okay.
Martha is the most hated companion.
Yeah, but she was okay. Like, she wasn't around for very long in the series.
See, I say that because that's what other people say. Right. I didn't hate Martha. I hated Donna.
Yeah, I was not a fan of Donna. I love Donna's dad. I maintain that Donna's dad is the best companion in the entire Doctor Who universe. And people say he's not a companion, but if you watch the End of Time Part 1 and 2, he is absolutely a companion to David Tennant in those 2 episodes. Which, by the way, are the 2 last episodes that Tennant... they were the last 2 episodes Tennant appeared in. Until the 50th anniversary and now the miniseries. But... yeah, not a fan of Donna. Loved Mick. I really loved what Mickey became. Hated him at the beginning. But he ended up becoming a BA. And then I was never a Rose fan.
She's all right.
Just not crazy about Rose.
Come on.
So Tennant...
that was a counterattack. Oh, good.
I felt Tennant really carried his series very well. But Capaldi, he had Billy. He had Nardole, right? I
have no idea.
The dude who's on Great British Bake Off. And then he had the, what's her name? The girl who got, split up in his timeline or whatever. Was that Claire?
Well, Claire, that sounds like Claire-ish. Like, that happened in Matt Smith's timeline, too, didn't it?
I don't remember. It's been so I watched Capaldi when he first came out, and I have never gone back to him.
I wish Christopher Eccleston could have had more time. Because I thought he was great.
He didn't want the role, though. That's the problem with Eccleston. He chose... they offered him more seasons, and he chose not to continue being the Doctor. He also didn't come back for the 50th anniversary.
He didn't come back for the anniversary.
He's never returned to the role.
Which is sad. I thought he was great. I think he's the most underrated.
Clara, that's the one. Yeah, not Claire. Clara. She was Capaldi's other one.
What? Are Clara and... So it was never Claire, it was Clara. I had it wrong?
Yeah.
Or you're saying those are 2 different people?
I don't think there was a Claire. I don't remember there being a Claire. Clara was the one who was a spoiler, by the way, for those of you who have never seen
Run You Clever Boy?
Yeah, Run You Clever Boy.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
That's Clara, the one who was a Dalek. or at least trapped inside of a Dalek, or whatever was happening in that episode. But I liked Clara. Clara was fine. She was fine. I had no problems with her. But I felt like she was trying too hard to be Amy, because Amy was this strong, independent, like, very well-written character, and just Clara didn't have that. Really, Amy and that is...
I don't like it.
It's Basilish.
I don't like it.
All right, let's get us a nice view of the... it's worse up close.
Well, I'm going to
in the episode there, and we're never playing this again.
No, we'll finish this boss fight, and then
Blygok.
And then
that's a great name. I mean, it's not MDK2. Oof. That did no damage. That did nothing.
Not a lot. He's a big jelly boy.
This could be bad. But not. It's a good name, but not as good as. And it's not an MDK good name.
Unlike what's his
name? I can't remember. The big bad guy. Oh,
I should know this. See, so her ability was heal.
Swing.
That was it. I knew it was something kind of phallic sounding. Actually,
Blygok is also kind of phallic.
He doesn't have an S move. What is his magic?
Crystali.
What was Crystali? Did we ever do that?
I don't remember. It does target him.
Well, it targets him, so let's figure it out.
Offensive. Get to watch ice power?
That was weird.
Is it like Pyre, but just ice instead of fire? It didn't deal a lot of damage either. It dealt like the same as his normal attack.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's only good against certain types.
Cross slash. Or Cutlass Fury. I don't know.
Cutlass Fury.
We don't have.
Wait, something's in his stomach. Is that going to be a second phase? Is that like the creatures in his stomach come out?
There are bits floating around. Poisonous.
They look like little fish. I don't like how this has a cutscene. What in the... Oh, okay. That wasn't as bad as it.
And now she is poisoned.
Well, we can Curia her with a Curia crystal. All right, he's gonna use...
What's the...
I think I'm okay for one more turn of taking damage.
But Aka's not.
Yeah. So I can just use my magic on herself, and he can attack. We'll see how his attack compares to his Crystali.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to crit, and we're not going to know.
But I am excited.
Nice.
I don't know when they air, and I haven't seen them, but I am excited for the David Tennant mini series or bridge series for Doctor Who.
Yes.
Which he's only getting, I think, 6 episodes. And the next Doctor looks really funky. I did not like the Jodie Whittaker.
I like her as an actress.
I liked her as the Doctor, but she just didn't have any good episodes. That I didn't even finish. I didn't even see all of her episodes. I thought she was an okay Doctor, but I did not like any of her episodes. But the new Doctor looks funky.
Was Stephen Moffat still kind of like... See, that did 228. That did more than his Curia.
Mm-hmm.
That was about what his not Curia. I keep saying Crystali.
Whatever the ice thing was.
Was Stephen Moffat kind of like the main guy when it was Jodie Whittaker, whatever her name is?
I don't know. Okay, so he has ice attacks, so he's probably resistant to poison and ice. I don't know if... I know Moffat was big for... Well, then
let's hit him with fire.
Moffat was big for Matt Smith. And he did well with Matt Smith. I didn't like how Matt Smith ended, but that's fine. And then Russell T Davies, right, was Tennant. I don't remember. But yeah, I'm excited. I'll see where I saw a picture of the new Doctor. It's a African American gentleman.
That didn't do much.
And he's got like the fro and the funky blue suit. And it looks like it's going to be a fun season, but I'm curious to see where they go with it.
I'm going to try Incrim and see what happens. Maybe it's more targeted because Pyre's AoE. Maybe Incrim is more targeted and it deals with...
Wasn't Incrim like a buff?
I don't know.
You also have the Pyre box, We don't know what that does yet.
All right. Zachary himself. Zachary
You almost have
on
MP.
herself. And
Pyre Box.
Pyre Box.
So the game did just give you that, so it presumably is probably going to be good against this boss.
It's just a Pyre again. Yeah. Except I think it did slightly more damage.
I mean, it did more than his ice attack, for sure.
Well, I think it did more than when Vice just did Pyre like a turn ago.
Well, Drachma is also level 13, and your other characters are level 9.
Can I skip it? Nope, I cannot.
Oh, no.
Oof. All right, well.
Yeah, I think it's going really well.
See, the constant healing and
yeah, you're out of magic.
I'm out of MP. That doesn't make any sense, but whatever. All right. Curia on me. She's got MP, but I'll use the item. Curia.
Yeah, you got plenty of them.
On her. And I'll heal Vice. Yeah, I don't like these turns where I'm not dealing a lot of damage.
Mm-hmm.
But that's part of turn-based.
Yeah, it is what it is.
One day I want to go back and go through Who again, but
yeah.
What are you watching it on?
We're streaming. It is on HBO.
Okay.
So they have...
I canceled my HBO once The Last of Us finished.
I still need to watch that. I haven't seen that yet.
I really enjoy it.
I heard it's good. I just critical.
That wasn't that bad.
That wasn't too bad. But yeah, I mean, I'm watching it with wife. She's enjoying it. But I had completely forgotten how campy Eccleston and the first few seasons of Tenet are. They are very campy. Which is fun. Like if you lean into it, it's fun. If you know what you're doing, if you know the show's going to be campy and you expect it, it's fun.
The series definitely matured a lot with Tenet.
Yeah, and then with Smith, all of a sudden Doctor Who was mega popular, and so they had the budget to do. They had the budget.
Mm-hmm.
So the production value on Matt Smith is leaps and bounds above what they had before.
It still feels kind of cheap to me, but it's still good.
Well, it's British television. I mean,
yeah,
it's a little bit less.
I hate this move because I have to heal and status effect. Like, Ugh. All right, well, I'm glad that guide told us to pick up a lot of curias.
Yep.
Na, and heal her. It's a good thing this is the last episode because I can just like use up all my items and not care. It's like that's a problem for future Eli if we even come back to this game.
Oh, you accidentally used Curia on Vice.
Oh,
twice.
what? I thought it was highlighting her. What?
Hey, you've got like half his damage. Wait, well, that poisoned you.
Oh, come on.
Now Aka should use the Curia. Oh, that is really annoying.
This is messing up my next turn.
Wait, why did that poison her again? She didn't...
Because she curied Vice.
Oh, right. She never cured her. That's right.
So I'm going to do... It says Vice.
Mm-hmm.
Vice.
Yeah, do it on Vice.
And...
Just in case, so that the thing doesn't actually kill you.
Aka. Yeah, it should work. Let's see if it does.
Maybe
right.
maybe sometime later on, we should play Xenoblade on the Wii, because that is a turn-based game that is tremendously fun. It's also a JRPG. It's very Wii, Like it's very, very a product of its time, but it's a lot of fun. It's really good. They also remade it, so remastered it for I think Wii U and Switch, and then he's
gonna do it again.
Then it had 2 sequels.
Oh, come on! You can't make any progress on this fight. At least it's just one.
Yeah, I mean he's probably got a second stage, but that's fine.
Oh, come on! All right, he's gonna Cutlass Fury.
You should probably heal him.
Yeah, I'm going to. Zachary on Vice and Curia Vice. Nice. I wish you could like skip through all this stuff because this takes forever for all these animations.
Yeah. Again, time. Like it's just a time thing. Like it's not hard, it just takes forever kind of a thing.
Especially, like I said, because you can't make any progress against this boss because you're constantly undoing the poison. Like, how is there not a limit to how many poison attacks he can do?
So he only has 3 attacks: attack, poisonous bile, and frost breath.
Ha! All right, we're going all in. Crit.
I mean, what do you have?
Nice. All right, what's...
And he's poisoned.
Nope. What's his default attack? 209. See, that was about the same as what his Cristalli was.
It was like 230 for the Cristalli.
It was like...
No, the Cristalli was like 180. The Pyre was 230.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His basic attack is more than the Cristalli.
Drachma hasn't gotten poisoned once yet.
I know. He's a...
I wonder if he's like...
Is there a group heal?
I believe Ica does have a second green spell, but I don't remember what it is.
Vice and Aika. Let's see. Magic Droplet Sacries. Is Sacries... No, it's definitely focused on one person, but...
Right.
I'll do it on Vice, because 500 only fills up just over half his health.
I hope y'all like the Curia Crystal animation, because you get to watch it a lot this episode.
A lot. Goodness, this is taking forever. We're at 27 minutes on the phone.
And most of it's just been the friggin' animations.
And we're not even close to done with this boss.
I mean, we're probably 2/3 of the way. Almost 2/3.
Almost, but not quite.
Oh, nice. That was 1,000.
Yeah, I knew it was going to be more than 500.
And he kills Aika.
Do I have a revive?
I don't know if we ever figured out the revive. Don't go down, Aika.
I feel like we did get a revive.
Maybe Curia will cure the death state. I don't know.
No. All right, well, he's going to Pyre box and he's going to Sacries himself. Yeah, I don't think we ever picked up a revive item. I thought we did. Okay, now we're a little over 2/3 of the way. Well, hey, now there's fewer animations to wait through.
Oh, boy.
Oh, come on. This takes forever. I'm surprised there isn't a freeze mechanic you have to wait through.
Risen and Rizalim crystals.
Yeah, we've definitely never picked up one of those.
They're what revive fallen teammates. A Curia Crystal will cure a single ally of any and all negative status conditions except unconscious. Which, I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
See, if it could revive teammates, it would be a little OP. Miss. No. Good job,
nice.
Ice. Good man.
Keep Cutlass Furying.
Yep. You got 1,200 health still, so... What does Weavly do? Is that the buff? No, it's not.
It'd have to be a debuff.
Yeah, if you can target an enemy with it.
We're about to find out.
don't.
All right.
I mean, I imagine if we played like 20 hours of this game, I'd be like, why? I don't want to watch any more cutscenes.
I know. It just goes and goes and goes.
That didn't do much. Status effect?
No status effect. That's just weird.
Good job, Jack.
Nice. One more turn should do it. Oh, no.
Golly, they need to... The music. The wow wah.
It gets old.
It's like a 10-second loop.
This should do it.
If this was I'm adding this to a D&D campaign, but one of the loot drops is definitely going to be just a bunch of skulls.
Just skulls. Wet skulls. Kind of like slimy.
Yeah, a little like a greasy, oily
sheen. No XP for Aka.
Nope. That's another really stupid thing. Like why?
He leveled up twice and she didn't.
Maybe we don't know. Like is the XP? I wasn't watching or paying attention. A Vidal seed, or Vital seed. I don't know. But if the XP is shared among the like if it's like 1,000 XP drop,
there's a save block,
and 3 of them are still up. Is it 300 each or is it 1,000 each? You know. In which case, if there's a fallen opponent, their XP is not gone. It's just shared to the other 2 that are still standing. I don't know.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
Plus, we don't know how much XP that thing dropped to begin with. We probably look it up, but.
Cool.
Well, that is Skies of Arcadia. Thank you for joining us for this series. I hope you enjoyed it more than Eli did. No, we had fun. It was a good time. But we may revisit this series
maybe
in the future. We may not. Either way, we'll see you next time.
Bye.